morning, Mr. Zubi. Good morning, Port Harcourt. You're welcome to the Started Up Show, where we believe that startups of Port Harcourt can change the world. My name is Boma Peters. For those that have been following us, our team for the quarter is surviving the Nigerian business environment. Today's show is going to be an interesting one. On today's show, we'll be discussing borderlessness in business. Our very special guest for today, we have Mr. Kingsley Ime. He's a business development consultant and also the CEO of Kingspire Resources. Welcome, sir. It's good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
And so yesterday was his birthday, so I don't know where the cake is, and I told him, tell him to bring our cake.
There's a law here. You have to come with the cake.
There's a digital cake now, so I'll collect the
NFT.
NFT is better, the best kind of cake.
Yeah.
All right. So most business owners, as we know, are nearsighted. They are more. They only plan for customers that are geographically closest to them, not taking into consideration that there's a larger market that may be willing to pay for their products or services, even at a higher rate. So we have somebody like, let's say we have a food vendor, and she's more interested in selling food on her street, not considering that her region, even the next state, there may be a lot of people that still want to buy her food. So on today's show, we're looking into what borderlessness is, its advantages, and also how business owners can position their businesses, to benefit from it. So let's start in your own words. What is borderlessness?
Okay, so for me, borderlessness is not an option; it's a necessity for businesses because when we talk about business, we're talking about numbers.
Okay.
And there is certain limitation to numbers you can expect or conceive in a particular location, right? Yeah. So borderlessness in business is the ability to transcend, to transact business for me beyond location, right? Yeah. Beyond a particular region, beyond a particular country. So when we talk about borderlessness, you're looking at without necessarily leaving your physical location.
Yeah.
Emphasis without necessarily leaving your physical location. So when we talk about borderlessness, you're looking at, okay, how can I do business in Nigeria without necessarily leaving Nigeria, but as well getting people to buy my products outside Nigeria? How can I do business in Port Harcourt without leaving Port Harcourt and getting clients and people all over the place getting to buy from me? So because already we're in the era of borderlessness, we can actually transact business without leaving the borders of our homes. And I'm very excited that unfortunately COVID-19 helped us to realize that part of us, that there is power in borderlessness. We are the ones that are now saying, oh, let's go borderless. There's always been borderlessness all the time.
So there's something I've noticed, a lot of businesses from Port Harcourt don't seem to be bordered. You see Lagos businesses, they pretend as if, the entire Nigeria is their market.
Yeah.
So you're somebody in Lagos, you say you want to buy a shoe, we send it to your doorstep. But Port Harcourt businesses, we don't seem to be in a hurry to send. Even if somebody is in town, we say send to GRA, it's like, he's far, you understand? Or somebody is in town, say send it to Akpajo.
Yeah.
And the person is in like, but somebody in Lagos will send it to you in Benin, or even in Kano.
Yeah.
So what is there mentality?
Exactly. It's the mindset. When people who dominate business start business, they start with a dominating mindset.
Okay.
Other people start with a surviving mindset. Those who do business
dominate with a slight touch of arrogance.
Dominating has to do with you thinking how you can make this business stand beyond where I am. I take for example, we have a lot of telecommunications company, and I'm not gonna mention their name, but we know them. There's a particular one, when they came from the onset, they came to dominate.
Yes.
And you could see them everywhere. You understand what I mean? Why some came, let's see if the market will even work. So it's about the mindset. If you want to think borderlessness from the onset of going, you should see yourself as someone who can serve your business to anybody, anywhere around the world. Someone said, if you're having headache and you could cure your headache, it means there are 1,001 people out there who are having headache as their problem. And if you understand that there are 1,001 people out there, you think of how you can get them.
Okay.
That's the beginning.
Irrespective of where they are.
Irrespective of where they are. So long as this person has his head. Because when somebody has a problem, Boma, the person is thinking of how to solve the problem.
Yes.
It doesn't matter whether the person is their church member or a mosque member, if I may say like that. Yeah. Right? So long as their problems can be solved and they can pay for it, they are ready to go for it. So
now, but when you talk about borderlessness, for some people now they're feeling like, my business not be that type, so let's break it down.
Oh, okay.
So for a woman that sells mama put in town, what is her definition of borderlessness?
Okay, so borderlessness for the woman that is selling mama put is that ability to think that if I'm selling mama put and my one, somebody can still order my food at Akpajo.
Okay.
And I get it delivered
Okay.
If I'm selling okra, somebody at even Nembe can order for my okra.
Yes.
And I get it delivered.
And you know, recently I met one of my friends. He went to one of these water sites. He got all these prawns and all that. He packaged them and he was shipping them outside the country.
Exactly.
And if they tell those people where their products end up, they won't believe.
They won't believe.
So
they
he
will
goes.
increase price.
Yeah, exactly. You understand?
Yeah.
So you see, they go fish. They call him. He buys them.
Yeah.
He prepare them. They dry them.
Yeah.
Then he's sending them out of the country.
As simple as that.
So you see the mindset. The person actually doing the job,
From here,
he doesn't know that the thing will reach another country. And of course, I'm sure that if you hear the markup, you know.
no, it's always the markup is in the process.
Yeah.
It's not in a business makes more money in the process. So my mom, we own a farm in my family farm, and then we have trees, palm fruit and all the rest. So what they do is that they harvest it and they pay her. And I said, Mommy, this is how much did they pay? When she mentioned, I said, no, tell the person next time to process it. We're going to come and carry the oil ourselves because the money is in the processing. So when we talk about borderless, now we're talking about the marketplace, which is inclined to a particular location, and that's limiting.
Okay.
You know, so if I'm not in Borokiri, that means I can't buy from you.
Yes.
That's limiting. Whereas we're talking about moving from marketplace to market space.
Okay.
Market space is talking about positioning.
Okay.
Where you position yourself, where people can get to see you, see what you do, have the chances of getting to buy it from you.
Directly.
When we're talking about borderlessness, we're talking about moving from physical store to e-stores.
Okay. Digital stores.
Digital stores. And beautiful thing, the green app is making it quite easier for us these days.
Okay.
You know, to make that happen. We're talking about moving from workplace, which is the office, to remote work.
Okay.
Again, we thank God for COVID-19 that may save some people the fact of understanding that I can be at home all day and I'm working.
Yes.
You know, so we're talking about running your business from the boot of your car, running your business from your phone when we talk about borderlessness, because once you can deliver the service to the audience or to the customers wherever they are, you are doing borderless business.
Okay, so let's talk about the advantages now. And when we talk about advantages, I want you to, bring it down also to small business people, then medium, then we go to the people that have plenty of money, right? So that everybody feels, they're part of the conversation.
Okay.
So let's start with somebody that is into something small. I sell shoes, right? I sell shoes. I sell to my friends. And I blackmail them to buy it, because if you don't buy, you don't
have blackmailing.
Yes, I don't like that. I think that's wrong.
No.
When you force me to buy it because I'm your friend, and you don't even care if I like the shoe.
It's called aggressive marketing.
Blackmail.
To me, like saying your wife sells shoes, and you the husband, you're not buying.
No, you see
You
that
think you might like it or not, Boma, there's no excuse.
See,
Thou shalt buy that.
But the thing is that Boma is not going to buy all the time.
Exactly.
You see what?
He's not going to buy all the time.
But he has to buy it now.
Okay, so what are the benefits and why we should think borderless? Number one, we think competition. So because competition is no longer person sensitive, is now online sensitive.
Yeah.
Your competitors are no longer the guy that is making shoe by the roadside on the corner of your street. Your competitor is no longer Chinedu by the corner of your school or by the corner of your compound, because a maker is in his room using his phone and ordering shoes. Why is a maker not buying your shoe when you are closer to a maker? Rather, he's online ordering the same, maybe not exact shoe that you are making, but he's ordering for footwears.
Yeah.
So you must consider borderlessness, because it has come to a point where competitors are no longer the face me, I face you, the guy next door.
Yeah.
It's now people all over that are doing the same. Remember, I talked about when you are solving problem and you begin to think that this problem is something that several people around the world can be having same challenge, and you see how you can solve it. So the guy making shoe, the guy that is selling akara, you don't know people that are ordering akara on
I'm telling you.
Sorry, online.
That akara is a serious matter. It's a
there are
serious
people
matter.
that want to eat akara, but they don't want to drive their limousine or whatever car
and come and stand on the road.
roadside.
Like common criminals,
they wish they can see online and just order the thing.
And you sneak it.
And two, customers. No, customers are no longer being coerced to buy. Customers are learned. I listen to your show too, and customers are now informed a lot, so they make informed decisions. So people don't go out anymore to buy; they go out to pick what they have bought.
Okay.
That's borderlessness. Before you
That's
buy
tight.
anything, if you ask everybody in this room, you will first of all take your phone. If you don't check it on Facebook, you check it on Instagram, you check it on Twitter. You want to check it out first, and then look at the colors, look at the sizes, look at what people are saying. Reviews.
Yes.
When you are done, you now say, okay, you order. Then you go out and you say, okay, I'm picking this very one. So borderlessness, whether you are selling or somebody is saying, oh, okay, now that I'm selling okra, how do I make this up now? Now that I'm selling tomato, how do I make this up? So we're going to go to the how, but let me just go to the third one, the market. The market is changing. If you like we're talking now, many people around your location, based on the economy as at that time, may have less power to buy.
True.
For instance, the naira is
every day.
Naira is the whipping boy in the international market. So because of that, I think you posted it the other time that 10,000 naira is now the 5,000 naira.
Yes, I did.
So imagine 10,000 naira that could have bought you a very nice hair to wear, buy you something good again on your legs and all the rest. Now that same 10,000 can only buy you something on your legs, can't even buy you the hair. So it means the ability to buy, the capacity to buy has reduced.
Yes.
If you allow your customer base to be regional sensitive or location sensitive, when economy hits that place, your customer's base is going to drop. Your buying power from the people is going to drop. But if you transcend the people around your economy, around your location, it makes you look superpower. Okay. I remember in my consulting business when I started looking beyond Port Harcourt. Yeah. So Port Harcourt people looked and they saw me in Calabar doing conference and doing a training for women. They saw me in Abuja they're like, oh boy, when you go come to Port Harcourt now? Exactly. I said, don't worry, I'm coming. Yeah. So when you begin to push beyond your immediate environment, it helps you cover the market bigger. Yes. All right. So that's some, in a short form, the advantages of going borderless. I mean, it's huge. All right. So going borderless it's simpler now. First, borderless, all we're talking about is taking your business online. Okay. So when we talk about borderless now, we're talking about taking your business online, taking your business virtual, where you might have a location, but you have customers all over the place. Number one, the online space, which is the power of the internet. It cannot be overemphasized. Yes. It cannot be overemphasized. So somebody is saying, but my mom sells eggs. How can she go borderless, right? So social media is the number one easiest way to go borderless. It's cheap. It's easy to do. Okay. Starting with WhatsApp. 85% of our Android phones today has WhatsApp installed in it, so you don't even have to think of how to install it. It's already there. It's just activate and boom, you're going. So it means that if you have 1 million phones in circulation in Nigeria, 85% of 1 million people are on WhatsApp.
That's a big one.
That's a very huge number.
So we have WhatsApp status, we have WhatsApp broadcast. WhatsApp status, you put the pictures. My cousin, I don't know what she sells, but she just sent the pictures of some tiny stuff. But I don't know. I just picked the thing. I said, send it to me. Let me put it on my status. I put it on my status. I don't know what it is. But before, in 30 minutes time, some people hit me up. Hey, you have this product. I want it. I just gave the number. Oh yeah, go and discuss with her. Okay. So WhatsApp status is powerful. You have over 1,000 views. You have 100. You have 300 views. That's 300 people seeing your business every blessed day. So do that. So we have WhatsApp status, WhatsApp broadcast. Be very deliberate with broadcast. Don't be abusive about it.
Oh please, I think you should repeat that. Please don't be abusive about especially it. If I'm your friend on WhatsApp. Help me. So I'm target sensitive. If I'm selling tomatoes, I'm going to have a broadcast for people who are married and ladies alone, and I'll send those broadcasts on Friday, reminding them that Saturday is the weekend. So I have fresh tomatoes, very strong one. In fact, I'll take a picture of it and then I do a broadcast to it, reminding them that on Sunday morning the kids need to eat rice and stew, or they can do that when they come back. So that's number one. So we have WhatsApp. We have WhatsApp groups. I have done lots of consulting on WhatsApp group. Okay. Just being on WhatsApp, what you know and how to. I know someone who has a boutique on WhatsApp. Of course, I know people like that.
So it's a group. She tells you, look, I'm putting you here. The only thing you'll be seeing are my products. And I won't let any other person comment. So when you see it, you like it, then you can go for it. So
that's nice.
That's borderlessness. I've done an interview where I was supposed to train for an NGO in Port Harcourt. I did an interview. We did all the processes. At the final conclusion, I had to do a video interview. Guess what? WhatsApp.
Wow.
So they need to see me and say, all this plenty grammar and this write-up, this powerful profile. Let's even listen to this guy and see if he really got what it takes. So same thing goes to Facebook, Instagram. Okay. So Facebook has Facebook stories. I love Facebook when it comes to Facebook community, building a group of people. Imagine 20,000 people that you have in a Facebook group and 1% of them buy 1,000 naira of your product. Can we do that maths? 2,000. 20,000 by 1% is 2,000. 2,000 people by 1,000 naira. What of your product? That's how much? So you could see, we need to understand the power of using social media as a means of going borderless. The next one is going borderless is going, we could use online directories.
Okay.
So we're talking about online directories, we're talking about VConnect, we're talking about we're talking about there's this other one that has a group. They have a green, I don't know the name now, over 2 million people. If you're in such directories, when people Google that business, your business pops up.
Yeah.
That's going borderless. And then of course finally the almighty Google My Business. I mean, this is a start,
and it's free. Google My Business is
this
free.
is started up show. Yes. I mean, once your business is on Google My Business, forget it. You have been termed credible.
Yes. Yes.
Because of course, if you mess up a review, Google will not. They won't send you a message. We heard that you did not deliver. They will just pull you down. So you don't want a bad review. So going on.
One advantage of Google My Business I like is that when you search for a business, it shows you the opening hours,
exactly,
you know, reviews, everything about the business, so it gives you trust. I know the amount of things I've bought online because my house, I just search for the closest kind of business close to me,
exactly,
they pop up and I go and buy.
Now another thing about that is that why I like the Google My Business thing is that your business pops up on the Google map.
Exactly.
So you can imagine if I'm taking boat and I'm trying to get the landmark to this station. If you're on Google Map, your business is going to pop up around here.
Yes.
So maybe I can come to the reading station and do my business and do the on-air stuff, and I'm done and I'm going back. I remember, I saw one shop where they are selling wig and it popped up and they say it's around here.
Yeah.
I just picked the call. I said, hey, I've seen your stuff here. You said Forces Avenue. You say, yes, okay. I walk in. I didn't intend to come to your store. I intended to come to where? To reading. But because you have position, you remember I talked about positioning. So when we talk about borderlessness and taking it to the online space, is positioning. And now to finally conclude our conversation, that we're saying go online and go borderless does not mean you are going to make it happen in two months, in 3 days, in
quick.
You have to build it consistently.
Okay.
When you build yourself consistently, you keep showing up, and that's where the KLT factor comes to play. People cannot buy from you until they know you, and the easiest way for people to know is through social media. It's through being online, right? People can only buy as much as they want to buy when they begin to like you. I like this guy because he's consistent. And someone said it's not the best person that sells anymore in the market. It's who makes the conscious value concentrated noise consistently in the market, on the online space. So you are a consultant, I'm a consultant. Every day I'm dropping tips, every day I'm sharing, and if you go on my timeline, you see that I do that every blessed day. If you want to think of someone who's credible, who has an authority, you will think of me first.
Yes.
Because I keep showing up on your mind, right?
Up in your face.
Pop up on your face.
And there's one thing I think we need to add. If you're on Google Business, please, when somebody calls you, don't say who be this. You understand? You've put your number out there.
Exactly.
You understand? So you say who this? You understand? Then I'm done. I get my number.
Have a specific number, you know that this is for business, and expect that any call that comes from that very number is business inclined.
Yes.
All right. So I'm talking about that being online and doing that. Being borderless is no longer an option.
Okay.
The big business we're dancing and celebrating today, when they started first with how we can go borderless.
Yes.
That's why Facebook are giving us Facebook in Hausa language. That's going borderless.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kingsley. We've learned so much. Thank you, Mr. Zubi, for having us. We'll do this same time next week. We'll have a nice day.
Thank you.